Welcome to the Tropical Sevens Under 18 Boys Final between Old Helsonians and ARE United. We are joining the match with about 2 minutes already played, and the score is 5-0 to Old Hales playing in white. They scored a try pretty much right out of the gate, so we're joining the match at 5-0, and it looks like it's going to be a scrum to ARE United. That's the Academy of Rugby Excellence based in Florida, not too far from the location of the tournament. This is the Tropical Sevens Rugby Tournament held in Orlando, Florida at the Omni Resort. We're going to see our first scrum of the match. The ball will be to ARE United playing in the dark green and white striped shirts. Old Helsonians are an English boys team. And they've come to Florida to compete in the Under 18 Boys Division, and they've made it all the way to the final with a convincing performance in group and playoff stages. We saw a quick attack from ARE down their left wing, and a quick penalty taken as well by ARE allows them to spin the ball all the way to the other side, which is their right wing, attacking from the top of the screen towards the bottom. Ball's recycled quickly off the tackle, and the attack continues. ARE trying to find space between the Old Hales defense and get another penalty in their favor through an offside call on Old Hales. Attackers tackled quickly on the left wing, and the ball's recycled, but it's lost by Old Hales, who actually commits another offsides penalty and is penalized with a yellow card. So it's going to be now 6 players for Old Hales, as the penalized player will have to go out for 3 minutes. And the tap taken off the penalty is good, and the player attacks directly through the gaps and scores a try, making the score now 5-5 between Old Hales and ARE United in this Under 18 Boys Final. Now remember, we joined the match 2 minutes in already at 5-0, so now ARE United has equalized the score, and the kicker's now going to look to convert the try to add another 2 points to his tally, and the kick goes just wide to the kicker's left, so the score remains 5-5. Now remember, in sevens rugby, unlike 15s, it's now going to be the scoring team who will kick off again. So here the ball comes back, and it's going to be ARE United to kick off for the next play. Kickoff is wide and too short, so this is going to be a free kick for Old Hales right from the center. Now, on a free kick like that, the player can either opt to kick the ball, or he can give it a small kick or tap with his foot, as you just saw, and play the ball directly with his hands, which is what Old Hales opted to do right here. They tried to attack on the left wing, but there was no getting through, so they've changed sides rapidly and tried to put in the afterburners down the sideline, but the tackle was good, and now ARE has recovered the ball and is looking for space to attack. And the space they found, and the runner is away, but is caught at the sideline right about the 50-meter line, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Line outs taken quickly, but actually it's called back by the referee because this is going to be the halftime. So as you remember, in sevens rugby, it's 2 quick 7-minute halves with just a 1-minute halftime break. So the halftime score is 5-all in this exciting Under 18 Tropical Sevens Championship Final. Here we go. second half has just started, and there's going to be a first penalty to Old Hale, who takes it quickly and takes a small kick down the sideline, which is recovered, however, by the defender by ARE, who tries now to scramble themselves out of their own defensive zone. Now this finals match footage was shot by a drone, so you're now seeing a different perspective, filmed from the other side. So now you have ARE United in the dark striped shirts attacking from top to the bottom of your screen, and Old Hales in white attacking from the bottom towards the top. We're now going to see a scrum right at the 5-meter line, a great attacking scrum for Old Hales right at the doorstep of the ARE United try zone. Scrum engages and the ball's put in, comes out quickly, and the scrum half attacks quickly down the right sideline and makes the score, which is now going to be 10-5 for Old Hale after their second try of the match, first try in the second half. And the kick goes up, but it's no good, so the score is going to remain 10-5 for Old Hales, and this is about 2 minutes into the second half. After scoring, Old Hales kicks off the next play. The kick is good and is actually recovered by Old Hales' own winger, who runs it in quickly for a brilliant try. This was very well executed. Textbook kickoff play. The score is now 15-5 for Old Hales against ARE United, and we're just about 2 minutes into the second half. And this time the kick is good, and the score is therefore 17-5. The conversion kick adds 2 points to the 5 points of the try. 17-5 for Old Hales, with about 4.5 minutes left to play in the second half. Kickoff goes up, goes really wide, and this time it's recovered by an ARE player who is taken directly out of bounds. But the knock-on was the first call right off the kickoff. The ball was knocked forward, so this is going to be a scrum to Old Halesonians. The attacking scrum right outside the 22, that's not a bad position. You can see the scrum all the way near the sideline, the 5-meter line, and so Old Hales' offensive line, you can see them spread out towards the right side. You can just see 2 players in the bottom of your frame, and the scrum half struggles though to recover the ball, but his teammate is quick to step in and pick it up, and is going to run it almost all the way in, and the referees are going to have a quick chat with the linesman just to find out whether the try was scored or whether this was actually a knock-on before the try was scored. Now remember, in professional rugby, the referees can call the video referee on their intercom to replay a scene like this, but of course at this level tournament the referee will make the decision with the 2 assistant referees, and it looks like they got it right. The ball was actually knocked on just before entering the try zone, and so it's going to be a scrum to the defending team, ARE United. Now this defensive scrum is crucial. It's at a very difficult position on the field, directly in front of their try zone, and good pressure by Old Hales on the ball carrier, who is tackled in his try zone. And so now it's going to be a scrum to Old Hales, as ARE United was tackled out of bounds with the ball in their own try zone. Likewise, it's now going to be a great attacking scrum for Old Hales. Who is now ready to put the ball in and capitalize on this great attacking position. There was a penalty called right off the scrum, which was taken quickly, and the try is scored by Old Hales. Its new score is now 22-5 for Old Hales. Now this kicking position is going to be quite difficult for the conversion. We've had strong winds over the couple days of the tournament, and the kickers have been struggling with it. So as you'll remember in rugby, the kick is taken along the line of where the try was scored. The kicker can back up as far as he wants, but he's not allowed to go any nearer to the center. And so this try scored almost in the corner has made for a difficult kicking position, and the kicker missed just wide and short. So the score remains 22-5 for Old Hale over ARE United in this Tropical Sevens under 18 boys rugby final. The kickoff by Old Hales is short and wide and goes out of bounds. Now the kick, remember, has to go 10 meters. The kickoff has to go 10 meters in order to be good. This kickoff didn't go 10 meters, so now ARE United will have a free kick from the center. But as you see, it has to be taken from the center, not out towards the side. And once again, on the free kick, the team has the options to kick the ball or just to tap it with their foot and start play, which is what they opted for. And it looks like they're trying to mount another attack down their own left side, left wing, which is stopped by strong defense by Old Hale, who has recycled the ball quickly and giving it to the winger, who has put in the afterburners and is off to the races for one more try for Old Hale, making the score 27-5, and this will have to be nearing the end of the game. So the score is now 27-5 for Old Halesonians over ARE United. Finally, the kicker will try his conversion from a fairly easy position, but the kick was struck badly, and so the game ends with the final whistle, which was just given by the referee, with a score of 27-5, with Old Halesonians RFC from England confirmed as under 18 boys champion of the 2017 Tropical Sevens Rugby Championship. Players now gather for the traditional handshake, which is an important part of rugby, and at the same time you can already see the US and Canadian under 18 girls national teams getting ready for the under 18 championship final, which is going to be the next and final match of this tournament. You can check the tournament out on the web at www.tropicalsevens.com or on social media on Facebook and Twitter under the same name.